Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been about a month since the last time I posted. I kind of took a break off, but I'm back and it's good to be back. And today I wanted to talk about everything that's kind of happened in the last week and a half. But before we get into that, I just want to make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I work really hard on this channel and my goal is 1,000 subscribers by June. It would mean the world to me if we could get to 1,000 subscribers by June. So if you like the content that I make, if you like the takes that I have, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And also let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I mean, like, what's the point of making videos if I can't, talk with you guys? So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. So over the last week and a half, a lot's happened. The trade deadline came and went. And with that, a lot of players moved around and there were some new faces in new places. But two teams really stole the headlines, I would say. And these two teams, I think, are really prominent and probably favorites to represent their conference in the finals. And these two teams obviously being Los Angeles and Brooklyn. Brooklyn, first of all, had a stellar deadline. Leading up to the deadline, actually, they acquired Blake Griffin from his buyout from the Detroit Pistons. A nice little pickup. We all know Blake Griffin isn't what he used to be, but what he brings as a role player to the team, I think it's really immeasurable for a team like that. And obviously already the Brooklyn Nets already feel like they're loaded. They're off the charts with talent, right? As if that was not enough, Brooklyn made a really solid pickup with LaMarcus Aldridge. The Spurs decided to buy out his contract and he could sign with whatever team he wanted to sign with. And him being a veteran, played a few years in the league, probably has 4 years left of just good basketball. He decided to chase the ring. He decided to chase the ring and go to Brooklyn, which is indicative of something, right? He could have went to Los Angeles, but he chose Brooklyn. He chose Brooklyn over Los Angeles. In his eyes, he probably sees Brooklyn as the best team in the league, or the best team that can give him the best chance of getting the ring. And yeah, this makes Brooklyn extremely good. Like, this makes Brooklyn extremely good. Now they have 4 All-Stars on their team. I think there was a stat that I saw, and it was like, combined all together, there's like 60 All-Star appearances from like all those guys or something. But yeah, this makes Brooklyn loaded. Like, this Brooklyn team could be comparable to, when healthy, of course, could be comparable to the Golden State team that Kevin Durant joined. Like, they were off the chains, but this Brooklyn team is really loaded. While all of this was going on, in the other conference, Los Angeles, the Lakers, decided to make a splash too, and they went out and picked up Andre Drummond. His contract got bought out too, and they picked him up, which I think is a really nice pickup for them. He's a 27-year-old that can run the floor, can get you rebounds, and can get you blocks. So they got a nice solid big man to supplement Anthony Davis, when he's on a bench or something like that. Fully healthy, Los Angeles is looking really nice, looking amazing. And the question I want to ask is, out of these two teams, who has the better roster? Who's the better team? And obviously, if you're going to ask, I think these are the two best teams in the league. And if you're going to ask that, that's basically indicative of asking who's going to win the championship, right? And my answer, honestly, after like the trade deadline, I think Brooklyn. I'm gonna say Brooklyn has the best chance of winning the championship, and they are the most loaded, and they are really talented, right? Like, Los Angeles is really good, right? Like, LeBron, I think, is the best player in the league, right? LeBron's hands down the best player in the league, and Anthony Davis is top 5, right? Anthony Davis, he's top 5. So Los Angeles has 2 of the top 5 guys on their team, right? But aside from that, who is really a credible threat if those 2 dudes don't have an off night, right? Like, Dennis Schroeder is the only other player I'm going to say is a credible threat, right? But when it comes to Brooklyn, it's a different story. It's a different ballgame, right? You've got 3 dudes in Kyrie, KD, and James Harden who can get you 30 points on the night on demand. That's Golden State-esque. That's insane. And coupled with Blake Griffin, good role player, coupled with LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously the 5th best player on their team. Like, he's definitely the 5th best player on their team. I think he's going to be starting. I don't see any team beating these guys, right? Like, Kyrie Irving can get you 30 points on the wing, right? Kevin Durant, it's, Kevin Durant, we saw him back after his Achilles injury, and he's still the same old Kevin that we knew. That guy is lethal as hell. That guy is off the chains, man. Like, I've never seen a scorer like Kevin Durant. His mid-range shot, his three-point shot, his ability to put the ball down, get to the rim, block. You can't ask for better than that. And if that wasn't enough, you got James Harden, one of the best scorers in NBA history. Like, this guy is up there with the likes of MJ and Kobe, right? Not only is he a great scorer, the guy's a stellar distributor. Like, James Harden's a genius when it comes to playmaking and passing. Like, a lot of people overlook that fact, but the fact that they've gone 17-2 is all thanks to James Harden. His ability to not only score the ball, but also get his teammates involved. And him being at the helm, at the point guard, and the things that he sets up, the unselfish kind of basketball that he plays is what has enabled Brooklyn to be this good right now. And I can only imagine what that's going to be like when Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving come back, right? Like, Kevin Durant played with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, right? But Stephen Curry isn't as good of a ball distributor as James Harden is. This dude can pass. This dude can see passes a few seconds before it happens. And I think with that as your point guard and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, it's just insane. And then you have LaMarcus Aldridge down low. He's always a threat down there. I just don't see a team effectively being better than this Brooklyn team. So, like, we have to make that assertion, right? Because honestly, I think Brooklyn's coming out of the East. I don't think anyone can contest that. If you think so, if you can contest that, let me know in the comments down below. And we like to think or give the Clippers a benefit of the doubt. I don't see them beating the Lakers. They just got rid of Lou Will, the guy who's a dog, who is a guy who is a starter masquerading as a sixth man, right? So they just got rid of him, right? And they brought in Rajon Rondo. I like the addition of Rajon Rondo. The thing with Kawhi and Paul George is none of them know how to lead in like the fourth quarter. And they've been subpar, I think, for the talent they have. And so with that, I have to take the Lakers above them. Like, I think they're better, right? And obviously, like, we have teams like Phoenix and Denver. Phoenix is yet to prove themselves in the playoffs, right? So I can't say they're going to be better than the Lakers. Like, they may have a better record than them. They may have a better regular season than them. I just don't see it because I haven't seen them prove themselves in the playoffs. So right now, as it stands, I think the Lakers are the favorites out of the West, right? And Brooklyn's the favorite out of the East. And honestly, I think it's too close to call who would win the finals if these two teams met up, right? If I had to choose right now, I don't like betting against LeBron, but I would have to go with the Brooklyn Nets just because that's a loaded team. That's the firepower on that team, the offensive prowess of that team is off the chains, right? Like, this team has the potential to be the best offensive team ever. Like, even better than the Golden State Warriors when they were at their peak, right? Like, so I can't, really argue with that. And their coaching is amazing. Not that they need coaching, but like having Mike D'Antoni, a guy known for his offenses, and Steve Nash as coaches, you couldn't ask for better. I just like, even if their defense isn't good enough, like, they're just gonna beat you by outscoring you. They're gonna beat you by putting up 140 points. What are you gonna do about it? Can you do the same? That's the game it's going to come down to. We're going to put up 139, 140 points, and can you answer back? I don't think any team can toe-to-toe say, yes, we have that kind of same firepower. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on the whole situation. I'm happy to be back. So make sure to subscribe and tune in and And let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. If you think your favorite team is gonna come out of the West or East, just let me know. And thank you guys for watching.